Jennifer Rosen Heinz. Jennifer is a poor housekeeper, though a very entertaining mother and wife. Deal with it. Her piece is called Ironing Naked.
Ironing naked. The week before Mother's Day, it seems everywhere you turn, someone is sharing some great piece of wisdom their mother has bestowed upon them. Well, ladies, today I share with you one of the greatest pieces of wisdom my mother has shared with me. Are you ready for it? Never iron naked. First thing I thought after she told me was, you ironed? And second, had she tried ironing naked before with consequences? Or maybe this was just a piece of bizarre, though well thought out, you gotta give it to the woman, advice. To give you some perspective, let's view my first memory of my mom. It's the blizzard of 1978, the snow up to the lids of the garbage cans. Everyone and everything stops. And my mom decides to walk outside in our backyard naked. I watch her in disbelief. Already at 4 years old, I know it's strange for someone to go outside naked, let alone into waist-deep snow. She's out there for 3 or 4 minutes. It seems like an eternity. Just looking around as my father and I watch from the kitchen window. When she comes inside, I ask her why. She shrugs her shoulders. I wanted to feel what it was like. Why did you come in, I asked. My feet got cold. Otherwise, I would have stayed out there. It was wonderful. As a child, you sort of think of your mom as normal because you have nothing to compare her to. As you get older, especially as a teenager, you think of all the reasons why your mother is abnormal or obnoxious or embarrassing. Because she's your mom. Somehow her very being seems a reflection on your being. There's nothing to do but run screaming from the room. It's not until recently as an adult and as a mom myself that I've been able to put together some of the pieces, start to understand who she was, the quirky but emotionally and intellectually present mom, with who she has become. Who she has become. Unreliable, for a start. At times, emotionally irretrievable. She and her common-law husband in the past years bought a fixer-upper to start a B&B. She's spent all of her savings, her retirement. She's racked up credit card debt. The business failed. Her health has been up and down. When I talk with her on the phone, she monologues. She hasn't seen me or my children in 2 years. And, as my sister found out one day, she's growing pot. Not just a little pot, a lot of pot. Yes, kids, Granny grows weed. She's got an A1 grow operation in her basement, $25,000 worth of the best hydroponic growing equipment and exhaust systems. Granted, it's medicinal marijuana, somewhere between illegal and legal, but still. When I confronted her, I could hear her partner in the background yelling excitedly, "We've even been featured in High Times!" Now, no, I have never seen the TV series Weeds. I don't really feel like I need to. My mother satisfies any need I might have for crackpot entertainment. And aside from that, I was honestly upset at first. Upset about the bad decisions that led to her precarious situation. But also, as someone who loves and adores my mom, I somehow feel threatened. Might I lose my grip too? Could I go from intellectual, creative type to crackpot in my old age? And laughter aside, I do worry about my mom. I don't want her to end up eating cat food. I don't want to have to strip her of her independence or move her into my basement with my misbehaving tomcat. But every time in the past 4 years, my sister and I have staged an intervention, helped her along with advice, she hasn't followed through. She's indignant or she's cleaned up her act just enough to keep going. I can't help but think that there's some middle ground to find here between laughter and horror. There's nothing at the moment that I, my sister, or anyone else can do to solve my mom or her problems. She doesn't want us to. She doesn't see them as problematic. So here's my decision. I've decided to accept our relationship for what it is. She's allowed to be the caring mom she was and the absent mother and grandmother that she is. She's allowed to be her past and my past, as well as her present. Mom doesn't have to be perfect. I don't need her to be perfect. And just because I'm a mom myself, that doesn't mean that I have to solve her problems. I can love her and shake my head. There are a shitload of things in life I learned from my mom. How to think, how to love, even perhaps how to mother. And apparently how to iron, or how to not iron, and how to accept her and myself for who we are, really. It's good.